Hello dear students, today we are going to discuss about resistance of a system of resistors. So in this section we will discuss about how can we connect a system of resistors, means more than 2 or 3 resistors together in different combination. So far we in the earlier classes we discussed that how we connect a meter in the circuit. A meter is connected in the circuit in series, and how do we connect voltmeter in the circuit? Voltmeter is connected in the circuit, just parallel combination. So if you look here, you can see in this diagram, here the voltmeter is connected parallel with these 3 resistors R1, R2 and R3. Similarly, you can see here the ammeter which is in series with these 3 resistors R1, R2 and R3. So while verifying Ohm's law, we used a simple electric circuit, so that was consisting of only a single resistor. Here you can see in this diagram. So we had also used only one resistor, a single resistor. This resistor, this is the symbol for resistor, and here we connected voltmeter in parallel in the gap XY, and ammeter we connected in series. Okay, so this was a simple electric circuit. So here we already increased the potential difference and verified that as we increase the potential difference, the current also increases in the circuit. And now we are going to discuss about how this system of resistors, how can we connect more than 2 or 3 resistors in different combination. So we have noticed that how the current through the conductor depends on its resistance and the potential difference across its ends. So in various electrical gadgets, we often use resistors in various combinations, especially your laptop, mobile phone, or many other electrical gadgets like TV, mixie, washing machine. Often you can see in your fan, electric fan. So we now therefore intend to see how Ohm's law can be explained to combinations of resistors. So there are 2 methods of joining the resistors together. Here you can see the figure. These 2 figures. Here you can see the resistors R1, R2 and R3. Always remember that they are connected end to end. So this type of connection, if the resistors one end is connected to R1, one end is connected to X, and the other end of the R1 resistor R1 that is connected to R2, and the next resistor that is connected the R2, the other end of the R2 is connected to R3. So in this way we can see that these all resistors R1, R2 and R3, these are connected end to end. So that's this type of connection that is known as series combination. Here you can see across this series combination of resistors in the gap X and Y. So we are connecting a voltmeter. Also we discussed that the positive, there are 2 terminals for the voltmeter. The positive terminal is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, and this is same for the ammeter also. The positive terminal of the ammeter is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. The negative terminal is connected to the through the key to the negative terminal of the battery. All remember that. Then these are the 2 types of combination. So here we are naming these 3 resistors R1, R2 and R3. Now we can see this figure 12.7. This shows the combination of resistors in which 3 resistors are connected together between the points X and Y. See what is the difference here. these resistors, uh, if you see, look at these three resistors R1, R2 and R3, their one end is connected to a common point that is called A. Suppose what about the other end? The other end of the three resistors are connected to the point B. Here you can see a small dot here. That means one end of these three resistors are connected to the point B, and the other end of the three resistors, that is R1, R2 and R3, these three are connected to the point A. So this type of connection, this is known as parallel connection. So here we are connecting voltmeter also across this connection in parallel. So here R1, R2, R3 are parallel, and these three resistors are also in parallel with voltmeter. Here you can see how the ammeter is connected. Ammeter is also included in the circuit in order to measure the current that is flowing in the circuit. Okay. So today we have studied two types of combinations. One is called series combination. Here all the resistors are connected end to end. Remember, end to end. If these are connected in a straight line, that is called series combination. Suppose if the resistors, if all those resistors, if any one or two, suppose 2 or 3, if these resistors are sharing a common joint, then we can say that if the ends are connected to a common point, then we can say that these resistors are connected in parallel. Now we can see resistors, when resistors are connected in series. So we are now looking at how Ohm's law is getting applied in this situation. See what happens to the value of current when a number of resistors are connected in series in a circuit. So what can happen? So what would be their equivalent resistance? So these two things we are going to calculate using this activity 12.4. See, here we are doing join three resistors of different values in series and connect them with a battery and a meter at a plug key as shown in the figure 12.6, this diagram. So here we are connecting three resistors in series. Here we are connecting a voltmeter that is parallel to across these three resistors, and a meter. Then plug the key and note the ammeter reading. So and change the position of ammeter to anywhere in between the resistors and note down the ammeter reading each time. So do you find any change in the value of current through the ammeter? So here what we are going to observe is that suppose these R1, R2, R3, these may be of different resistance, but even if you connect a meter here at this point, or if you connect a meter between R1 and R2 over here, or if you connect a meter between R2 and R3, if you connect it here, or if you place the ammeter here or here at this point, or even if you place it here, or while you close the key, what happens? The same current everywhere, you will find that same current is flowing in the circuit. Suppose you imagine just three pipes are connected in series. Three pipes of different thicknesses are connected in series. So what will happen? The amount of water that is flowing, suppose say if 10 liter water is flowing at this end in 1 second, so the same amount, whatever that water flows out, through the second or third pipe, so that will be irrespective of the amount. See, and at this point you will get the constant amount, the amount whatever that is flowing into this particular tunnel or into this pipe, so the same amount that will be flowing out of this point Y. So in the same way, current, so as we already discussed, that electrons, that flow of electrons, see what happens as current that is flowing from, see, if from positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal, that's the direction of current, you can see that is given. So as the current reaches here, what happens at this point, it has to pass through all the three resistors. So as a result, what will happen? So whatever the resistance, what is resistance? We already discussed that resistance is the obstruction to the flow of electrons. So electrons has to, anyway it has to pass through this resistor, and ultimately to R2 and then R3, and at last it will, see, thereby this circuit gets completed. So in such a way, the amount of current, the amount in a series combination, the amount of current that is flowing in the circuit will remain the same. But what about the potential difference? The potential difference will be different. What is potential difference? The work done to move the charges across 2 points. So that will be different. Suppose if we connect the voltmeter between R1, the potential difference will be different, and if we connect the voltmeter across R2, that will be different, and if we connect the potential voltmeter across R3, so that will be also different. The value of potential difference that varies in a series circuit, and you will observe that the value of current in the ammeter is the same independent of its position in the electric circuit, and it means that in a series combination of resistors, the current is the same in every part of the circuit, or the current through the each resistor, the same current will pass through each resistor. So this you just keep in your mind. In series combination, same current will be passing through each resistors. Just you look at this diagram, because as we have seen, current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. So as it reaches here at this point, so there is no alternative ways. Okay, the current has to pass through R1, R2 and R3. So that same amount of current that will be passing through all these resistors. So current remains same in series combination. This you need to remember while solving the numericals. The same current will be flowing through each resistor which are connected in series. So that is the important point over here. And look at this diagram. Here you can see, if you connect voltmeter across R1, R2, R3 separately, so what will happen at these three situations? These three situations, the voltmeter reading V1, V2 and V3, this will be different. So we'll observe that the potential difference V will be equal to the sum of the total. That means the total potential difference, that will be equal to the sum of the potential differences, that is V1, V2 and V3. So what is actually happening here, when current is passing through the resistance R1, so if the resistance is high, what will happen? Only very less amount of current will flow through R1. So as a result, a greater fall of potential will happen there. And if R2, if it is a low resistor, if it offers a less resistance, so what will happen? More current will flow through this particular resistor. As a result, potential difference will be high across R2. And if it is a moderate resistor, R3, if it offers a moderate resistance, so what will happen? The potential will be also moderate. The rest of the topic we will cover in the next video. So understand this much carefully. Read the textbook.